The anomaly is a 6-word line inside an hourly weather log. It appears before the weather report exists. The line names an observer, but no person adds it. It is not a forecast. It is not a warning. At Cape San Martin weather post outside Ushuaia, Argentina, operator Tomas Ibarra works the early shift alone. His job is plain. He checks the sky, writes the numbers, and sends them in. On Tuesday, the log held an extra line at 3:59 in the morning. Tomas did not sit at the desk until 4. The words were, "The observer arrives before the weather." He deleted them. The next hour looked normal. For a while, that was enough. By the next shift, Tomas had saved a copy on paper. The station file showed the same 6 words at 4:59, 1 minute before his next report. The typed letters were neat and gray. They used the same plain style as the rest of the log. Nothing else changed. Wind, rain, and air pressure stayed where they belonged. Tomas checked the keyboard history. It showed no keys pressed before 4 o'clock. He checked the door record. It showed nobody entering the post. Then he did a test. At 5:58, he waited in the hall instead of sitting down. The line still appeared at 5:59. 1 minute later, the report field opened under it. Tomas wrote the weather. He did not delete the line this time. On the third morning, the line changed only once. The first 5 words stayed put. The last word became Tomas. The observer arrives before Tomas. That is not what the station calls him. It uses his full name on payroll forms and his badge. Still, the log had shortened him in a way no report form can do. He called the regional office. They said the weather feed was working. They asked if he had changed a setting. Tomas said no. The call lasted 7 minutes. The record later gave it a start time of 6:1. The strange line was stamped 6. It came first. Outside, the first light reached the water. Tomas stopped speaking for 12 seconds. The call recording kept that part. At 4:16 that afternoon, Tomas was not due to type. The report was an hour away. The screen added the line anyway. The observer arrives before the weather. 1 minute later, a rain gauge sent its reading. The station usually sends that number only after Tomas starts the report. Today it arrived first. Clean. Done. He looked through older files. The added line had begun on the same morning this entry opened. That date was not in the station calendar. It was in the index record. The index notes the match without marking it as a fault. Tomas printed every page. The printer made 12 copies. He asked for one. The tray held 13. The extra page had no weather numbers, only the 6 words, centered near the top. By night, Tomas had stopped calling it a glitch. He kept the room lights off except for the screen. The words came at 8:59, then 9:59. Each time they arrived before he touched the desk. His hand stayed in view of the station camera. No one else was there. The camera file had sound, but no picture for the minute before each line appeared. Afterward, its picture returned. Tomas listened to the sound. It held a low hiss, then 6 taps. The taps did not match keys, rain, or pipes. He wrote that down in the margin. The next log included the note before he wrote it. The wording was exact. Even the crooked last letter was there. He folded the page and put it in his coat. At dawn, Tomas found the night log complete. He had not worked the night shift. The report held 7 hourly lines in his name. Each carried whether later proved right. Between them sat the same 6 words. No keyboard use was recorded. No camera picture appeared. The door stayed locked. Tomas asked regional office to close his account. The request was sent. It has no reply. At 10 minutes past 7, the screen wrote one more line. It did not go into the weather field. It appeared in the field for station staff. The observer arrives before the weather. Tomas read it once. Then the station sent a report under a second name. The name field was empty. Status: pending review. No corrective action has been scheduled at this time.